Hey everyone, this is my 1991 Volkswagen Cabriolet Carmen Edition. We bought this in Georgia from a friend, and we put some wheels on it and got it lowered down to the ground, and it was having some engine trouble. So follow along with us as we make this thing a cool cruiser slash show car on a budget. So we're gonna take this thing, totally transform it, make it look real cool, make it go fast, make it be reliable, get a new top on it and a couple other things. So stick with us, and we'll show y'all how it's done. So this poor little 1.8 has seen better days. This fuel pressure regulator here was leaking, and we thought that it was, since the fuel pressure regulator was leaking, it was blowing it all into the intake and then sending it into cylinder number 1 right here where it goes into the intake. So we put a new fuel pressure regulator on it. We swapped some plugs in it and did a couple other little things. And it still was sort of stumbly and weird and wasn't like, you know, it was just making funny noises and stuff. So we pulled all the spark plugs out and jammed the camera down in there and found out that this motor had sat with water in it or gas in it and got all rusty and pitted. So every cylinder looks like crap, but it still runs, But I wanted to go with something with a little bit more power anyway. So I wanted the torquiness of a 2.0 bottom end. So I was like, hey, let's just take this other 2.0 block that I was given and see if we can't cram it in there. Well, every cylinder on this thing is also rusty and pitted, and all the accessories are pretty much junk. So we'd have to start from scratch. We were just gonna put this block in there with that good head and make it all work, but it's going to cost just as much as a 1.8T or a 1.9 TDI swap. My next option with swaps was going to be this 1998 AHU variant 1.9 TDI out of a 98 Jetta, but I've had this thing sitting over here on the back burner for a while because I was going to put it in my Suzuki Samurai. That being said, I'd rather not use this. I'd rather find something else. Now, next order of business, we're going to pull this 1.8 out, and we're going to pull this automatic trans out. And while we're in here, we're going to go ahead and we've robbed the power steering off of this because it's junk. We're going to pull the factory rack out and put a manual rack in it, and we're going to find something to swap in it. Hey guys, so quick little update. When you run into all these troubles with figuring out what motor you want to put in your 91 Cabriolet, you hop on the Facebook Marketplace and pick up a Mark IV Jetta wagon with a 1.8T in it, so you can make big boost noises and stuff in your little 1,800-pound Cabriolet. So hook up your F-250 and go get you a Marketplace find for $900. So we got our new donor car all in the shop and tore apart. She's held in by just the motor mount bolts on both sides. The wishbone or the dog bones took off on the back. Everything's disconnected, the CV axles. So it's ready to pull out of here, but my cherry picker's not here. So I'll have to run and grab it tomorrow and let somebody borrow it. After this motor's out, parts of this car will be for sale unless somebody wants to buy the whole car. It's clean title, North Carolina car, no rust, pretty decent shape. If you're looking for something with a good body or whatever, this is the one. So it just won't have no engine or transmission, but we're getting there. So this motor will come out. We'll clean this all up and get it all cleaned up and resealed to go in the other motor. Then we'll take this harness out of this and the harness out of the cabbie, and we'll send it off to TDC Dave and have him cut them all up and make it, you know, turnkey. So we got the 1.8T pulled out of the Mark IV Jetta. It's a couple weeks down the road now. I ended up getting the flu. So what you'll need is your main computer. It'll actually be turned like this. So these will be for your O2 sensor, which mine were all junky and messed up anyway. So I just cut those where the wiring was all nice and he can make new ones. So it'll be your computer, and then where right there under where the wiper motor will be, it'll be these 5 plugs, just 2 10s to get that little cap off. This relay block and everything down through there. And then everything that was already on the engine. So let's see, right here will be where it would have hooked into the computer. And then basically it's just everything else that's on the engine will go and get sent off. And you'll also need the factory computer, or if you're like me, I bought a KO4 to go on it, brand hammer new. A brand new set of 550cc Bosch injectors and a tuned ECU, so everything will just be plugged right in, and all I got to do is stick this in, throw those injectors in, slap that turbo on, and it's already a bunch more power. And we're probably going to put this project on the back burner for a little bit, because the mount kit to put the 1.8T in the cabby is all out of stock right now, and the only 2 or 3 companies that I would buy it from, they're out of stock. So we'll probably put this on the back burner for a little bit. I've got some stuff going on with the Samurai that I'd like to show y'all, getting it finished up, and then also yeah, we're getting the propane stuff buttoned up in the Samurai, so it'll be running propane. And then also we've got a set of tons, so we got a Dana 60 front and a 14-bolt rear going in Elijah's supercharged 4Runner. So that ought to be cool. But yeah, stay tuned for the next couple episodes. Sorry about the bad quality so far. We're looking into buying a couple GoPros and getting some proper equipment, so we'll be able to make better videos for you guys. But yeah, stay tuned for part 2 of the cabby build. We're just kind of stuck right now, you know, because it's hard to get parts. So once we get everything in, we'll definitely be making an updated video about that, and hopefully getting it together and getting it running, and doing a couple car shows with it. So y'all take care and subscribe.